What if I told you there are animals out there that shouldn't even exist? Creatures so bizarre, they break every rule of nature. One can regrow its own heart. Another lays eggs, but it's a mammal. And the last one has discovered the secret to never dying. For centuries, scientists thought they were myths, mistakes, or miracles. But they're real, very real. These are the animals that challenge evolution, defy logic, and prove that nature has no limits. But how is that possible? How can something so strange even survive? Nature isn't supposed to make mistakes. Every creature follows a rule, a design, a purpose. Predators hunt, prey runs. Mammals give birth. Fish swim. Everything has a rhythm, a reason. But sometimes, nature breaks its own rules. And when it does, it creates life so mysterious that even science struggles to explain it. Across the world, hidden in lakes, forests, and oceans, live creatures that challenge everything we know about life. They are nature's wild experiments, the impossible made real. So let's begin our journey. And first, we dive deep into the ancient waters of Mexico, where a tiny creature holds the secret to life after death. Deep in the ancient lakes of Mexico hides a creature unlike any other. Small, fragile, almost adorable. Yet it carries one of nature's greatest secrets. They call it the axolotl, a salamander that refuses to grow up. While every other amphibian transforms, crawls onto land, and leaves its youth behind, the axolotl simply says, no. It stays forever young, living its entire life underwater, wearing the body of a child, in the mind of an adult. But that's not what makes it incredible. If an axolotl loses a leg, it grows it back. If it's wounded, the skin heals without scars. If its heart is damaged, it rebuilds itself. Even parts of its brain can regrow, cell by cell, perfectly. Scientists have tried to understand this mystery for decades. How can one tiny creature do what no human can? They found something astonishing. The axolotl has the ability to reactivate genes that we shut off long before birth. It's like nature gave it a secret button, a restart code, hidden deep inside its DNA. To us, an injury means fear, pain, and loss. To the axolotl, it simply means time to rebuild. But even miracles have limits. The lakes of Mexico City, once full of life, are now polluted, drained, and silent. Urban sprawl, invasive species, and climate change have left this creature with nowhere to hide. A being that can regrow its body, but can't regrow its world. The axolotl is a symbol of both nature's power and its fragility. It reminds us that even the most extraordinary life can vanish if we stop paying attention. But not every impossible creature lives in tragedy. Some are simply too strange to believe. When explorers first saw it, they thought it was fake, a hoax, a stitched-up prank from someone who wanted to fool the world. A creature with the bill of a duck, the tail of a beaver, and the body of an otter. They sent its skin back to England, and scientists tried to pull it apart, convinced someone had sewn it together. But no, the platypus was real, very real, and it breaks every rule we know about life. It's a mammal, but it lays eggs. It nurses its young, yet it doesn't have nipples. The milk seeps through its skin like something out of science fiction. It hunts underwater with its eyes closed, using electricity to sense its prey, just like a shark. In the males, they have venomous spurs on their back legs, a sting so painful it can knock out a dog and make a grown human faint. Every part of the platypus feels like nature, experimenting. Like evolution said, let's mix everything together and see what happens. And somehow, it worked. But behind the odd design lies a survivor. The platypus is ancient, older than most mammals, a living fossil from a forgotten age. It's proof that evolution isn't a straight line. It's a story of adaptation, creativity, and pure luck. So maybe it's not a mistake at all. Maybe the platypus is evolution's reminder that perfection isn't the goal, survival is. Far beneath the surface of the ocean, where sunlight fades and silence takes over, lives a creature that found the ultimate cheat code of life. It's small, almost invisible, a jellyfish no bigger than your fingernail. And yet, it has done something no other animal can. It found a way to reverse death. When most creatures age, their cells break down, their bodies fail, and time wins. But for this jellyfish, time is just a suggestion. When it's hurt, sick, or old, it transforms itself, turning back into a young polyp, starting its life all over again. It's called Turritopsis dohrnii, the immortal jellyfish, a creature that doesn't die, it resets. Think about that for a second. A living being that can press restart on existence. It doesn't cheat death once, it can do it over and over again. To scientists, it's both inspiring and terrifying. Because if nature can reverse aging in a jellyfish, could it happen in something bigger? Could immortality be real? But even the immortal jellyfish isn't truly eternal. It can still be eaten, destroyed, wiped out by the ocean's chaos. It's biologically immortal, not invincible. A reminder that even life's greatest secrets come with limits. Still, it forces us to ask one question. What if the end isn't really the end? 3 creatures, 3 impossibilities, 3 reminders that nature is still full of surprises. The axolotl that defies death through regeneration. The platypus that breaks biology and laughs at logic. And the immortal jellyfish that bends time itself. They may look strange, even unreal, but each one holds a secret, a lesson that could change how we see life. The axolotl teaches us that healing isn't always about scars. Sometimes it's about renewal. The platypus reminds us that difference isn't a flaw, it's innovation. And the jellyfish shows us that the end might just be another beginning. Together, they prove that nature isn't broken. It's experimental, creative, alive in ways we barely understand. So the next time you see something strange, something that doesn't fit the rules, remember, that's not nature making a mistake. That's nature showing off. From the silent lakes of Mexico to the misty rivers of Australia and the endless blue of the open ocean, life keeps rewriting its own rules. Every creature we met is proof that nature doesn't fear the impossible. It embraces it, shapes it, and turns it into something extraordinary. The axolotl taught us that life can heal. The platypus, that difference is power. And the immortal jellyfish, that time isn't always the enemy. These animals shouldn't exist, but they do. And maybe that's exactly what makes life so beautiful. Because the world isn't built on perfection, it's built on persistence, on mystery, on life finding a way. So, which of these creatures amazed you the most? Tell us in the comments below. And if you love discovering the wildest, strangest secrets of the natural world, make sure to subscribe and join us next time as we uncover more proof that nature is far more incredible than we ever imagined.